Day 10. Day 10, which is exciting because that's how many chins I have. 10. Today I'm going to share with you a story of really super scary day in my life. Terrifying. I was in Spain and I was walking around by myself, 21 years old, and this guy's like, hey, he's sitting out in this cafe, like outside of it, and he's like, hey, aren't you the sister of Jennifer? And I was like, I'm Jennifer. And then he had some other questions. So I was like, yeah, totally. I am living with two girls. Yeah. And I thought he was a psychic, and he's like, have a seat. So I have a seat, and we're talking for a while, and I'm like really interested. But then I realized that he's looking for someone who has really, really important papers for him. And I'm like, oh, I don't have any papers for you. And he's like, yes, meet me down here later for the papers. And I was like, I don't have the papers. And then he comes in close to me and he's like, he's with me. He's with me. And they're watching us from across the plaza. And I look over and there's it's like a movie. There's dudes sitting at other tables, reading their newspapers, pretending not to be with him, but they're with him. And he calls one over, uses the guy's phone, I'm like, I'm not the girl. He calls across the plaza. He's just like, yo, is this the girl? And they're like, no, that's not her, because they're watching the whole thing. And so he's like, you're not her. And I was like, yeah, I know I'm not her. And then he's like, have a drink. I was like, no, I'm okay. I'm crying at this point. I'm like, they're going to throw me in a van. I'm going to disappear forever. I was so scared. And then he was just like, yeah, don't speak of this to anyone. If you ever see me again, you don't know me. And if you speak of this to anyone, you'll be dead. And I was like, I won't speak of this to anyone. And then he had somebody follow me for a while when I walked away. And I didn't tell anybody. It was one of my first days there. And I was like, I'm not going to tell anybody, and I'm not going to leave. This isn't going to ruin my trip. But when I did get home, I did draw a sketch of this person. So if you ever see this man, just, be super careful because he is dangerous. Yeah, I was never very good at art or drawing or making things look the way that I wanted them to look. But nevertheless, if you see that man or the man that was at the table next to him, just saying, both of those men are extremely dangerous, and I think that you should stay away from them. And I'm hoping that sketch will be able to help people in the future. Have a great day, great weekend, happy weekend.